Hello Year 7, welcome to lesson 2 of your Introduction to Shakespeare unit of work that you are going to complete from home. Remember that you will have videos uploaded, daily videos uploaded by your teacher. It will tell you what bit of your work pack you need to do and what you need to then email back to your teacher to show that you are completing the work. And it's really important to just do a little bit a day, okay? And to keep up with it. So, our knowledge goal today is to summarise what features you would find in a comedy and a tragedy. Okay, so we're going to think about what is a comedy, what is a tragedy, what features would you see in those different plays, and then write a summary. So, your old piece of vocabulary is sin. So think back to the Bible studies theme study of work that you did, where we looked at the concept of sin. So what is a sin then? A sin is something bad that you have done, okay? A person can commit a sin. And in the Christian faith or in many other religions, when you do something wrong, you have to ask God for forgiveness. Now there are 7 deadly sins. Okay, so pause the video and see if you can remember them. So we have lust, greed, vanity, pride, gluttony, wrath. There's always one that I forget. That's it, sloth. Okay, laziness. So these are the 7 deadly sins. And we can expect to see that in a tragedy, we often have characters that commit sins. Okay? So, let's think about our new vocabulary then. A tragedy, and it's important to write this down in your notebook or whatever you are writing in. A tragedy is a play dealing with tragic events that has a sad ending. Okay, so a tragedy would be something where bad things happen, characters sin, or characters have bad things happen to them, and it ends sadly. A comedy is the opposite. It has funny elements, comedic characters, and has a happy ending. There can sometimes be sad things that happen. The characters can have obstacles that they have to overcome, but it all ends all right in the end. So, I'd like you to turn, please, to page 3 of your work pack. So what we have here is a little explanation I'd like you to read that just talks a little bit about William Shakespeare. So, you know, William Shakespeare's plays can be put into 3 categories, okay? Comedies, so happy plays, funny plays that end happily. Tragedies, plays where tragic things happen that end sadly. And then history plays. Now, the history plays are plays about historical figures, often kings. So what we have here then, you can see, is a list, a bullet pointed list of the different features of a comedy and a tragedy. What you have to do is either on the sheet or on a bit of paper, bullet point and write out which of these features is a comedy and belongs here, and then which of these features is a tragedy and belongs in this box. So you can either do it on the sheet or write it out. Then what you have is a list of his plays, and you may need to do a little bit of research on your phone. Which of these are comedies, so examples of comedies, which of these are examples of tragedies, and which of these are an example of his history plays. So Henry VIII is a nice easy one. We know Henry VIII was a historical figure, a king, so you might write Henry VIII there. Now remember, you can use the internet to help you with any of this, but you're simply deciding which one of these bullet points go in the comedy box and which one go in the tragedy box. Okay? So pause this video and you need to complete that task. Now the final thing that I want you to do is I would like you to write 2 summaries. Okay? A summary of what is a comedy and a summary of what is a tragedy. and what features would you expect to find in them? So again, use all of these to help you, and write me 3 or 4 sentences about what is a comedy, what would you expect to find in a comedy play, what is a tragedy, what would you expect to find in a tragedy play. Okay? And then if for a little bit more of a challenge, you can do exactly the same for histories. What would you expect to find in Shakespeare's history plays? Then what I'd like you to do is email your class teacher either a photograph of the sheet that you've filled in and your summaries, or if you've typed them up, you can send your summary and your notes directly to your teacher. Okay, remember, any questions, please do contact your teacher via email. Okay, good luck, and I will speak to you again tomorrow.